I'm going to adjust out the wheel alignment in the front of the Honda that I changed the steering rack on. I'm going to do it using a piece of string, or kite string, and 2 axle stands. So I've loosened up the track rod ends and the lock nuts to make sure I can turn them and get the steering wheel straight ahead in the car and set the string up. Now I'm just going to adjust it so that it's touching the tires. Once you've straightened up the steering wheel so that the tracking's right, the axle stand with the string is just touching the tire here against this bit. Here is where the tire bulges out the most, in the center. It's touching there and there at the back of the car. In the front of the car, luckily it misses the mud guard, or the mud flat. There's a gap, you see? Touches this one. But over here, there's a slight gap, you see? So I'm just going to adjust it. This car's wheel alignment needs to be straight ahead. In other words, it's not torn in or torn out. Now I'm just going to adjust it on the track rod end, which is up here, where my fingers are, until it touches the string at the front and the back of the front wheels. I'll do the same on the other side. Okay. All I do is reach in here and go up to this inner track rod arm, right there. And if I make this shorter, by going that way, it should straighten the wheel up. As good as that. Now what I've achieved is I've started to get a gap here, so I'm going to have to adjust the axle stand a little bit. Yeah. Just so it touches it at the back and no more. No, you don't want it in a gap. So when it just touches, it's got to be the same at the front. Got the slightest gap down there. I'll just adjust that a bit more. Hey. Hiya. Right, Leon. This is the wheel alignment's been done with the string that I was on about, but when I said, the cat's inside, Leon, when I said about the tracking, how accurate it can be, drawn here is the side-on view of the tyre, just not very round, but that's what it's supposed to be. And the distance between the 2 widest bulges on it, like that would be a top view of it, 2 bulges that stick out, in this case was 54 centimeters. So what I could do with that is take the radius of the circle, because it's going to be like pivoting from here. Let's see if I can show you that a bit better. We're trying to figure out the angle. Like there's the string going across the tire. So we're taking like that point, and whatever the distance is here, that's the angle that we're working on, this slight triangle. So what we're doing here is taking the 54, 2 of those is 108, get a diameter, times it by pi, and I got 340. So that means it's 340 centimeters all the way around the tire. So then we've got 360 degrees to a full circle. So I divide 360 divided by 340 and it just comes to 1.05. So that's roughly 1 centimeter per degree, or 10 millimeters. So if you want to split a degree doing wheel alignment, it's in minutes. So there's 60 minutes in a degree, like there's 60 minutes in an hour. So what we've got here is Can't remember where I was at. So I got the 10 millimeters, so I've got, that works out to 1.7 millimeters equals 10 minutes. So that's close enough. You know, it's getting quite close when you're checking the tracking. In this case, it was plus or minus 18 minutes. So in other words, straight ahead, parallel. If it was supposed to be a certain thing, like 10 minutes was what I was aiming for, I could have done that by putting the string to deliberately leave a 1.7 millimeter gap. Or, to give you an idea, there's a 1.5, but you can see it on, you can see it when you've got your steel ruler. You can't do it with a tape measure that you pull out because you just can't see the end. But you can put that under the string. I don't have the string here, but say that was the piece of string. It would be a lot finer than that, and it makes it easier. And you just see the gap before it touches the tire that would be sticking out, and you'd see what the measurement is. But that's just a way of doing it. In this case, it was straight ahead. So you can use kite string because it's strong and it's fine, and a couple of axle stands. And that's after doing the steering rack. The steering wheel wasn't aligned properly because the rack was of another car. I had to do the alignment, and now it's all okay. So I thought I'd share that with you. Another way of doing wheel alignment. I've done a video using a TrackRite, but this is another way using a piece of string, which I've had more success actually using the piece of string idea. So thanks for watching.